Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen and I will be doing your energy check-in reading for today. Now, more specifically, what I want to do is I want to look at what is your main driving force, and also what is being purified or healed within you, and lastly what is going to be strengthened within you. And then we're going to get into the tarot and get some more details about that. Now, if you saw the previous readings that I did for you guys, then you know that this is where the loop starts all over again. So yeah, this time, even though I'm still using the same decks and the kind of system of the reading is the same, I did change some aspects of the reading. So yeah, I just thought it would maybe make more sense this way and be a bit more interesting to find out this kind of information. But anyway, again, we'll see how it goes. You guys already know that I like to test my new readings and systems out on you guys. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're going to start off with the energy oracle cards, and then we're going to get into the Light Seers Tarot. But yeah, what else? Oh, before we get into the reading, please also remember, guys, that this is a general reading, so not all of the messages are going to resonate with every single one of you. Just take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Okay, now let's start with what is your main driving force at this time? What is Aries' main driving force? Main driving force at this time. Wow, okay. This is kind of unexpected. Because this is a very watery, a very Cancerian card. Goddess of the Moon. Wow. Okay. Fascinating stuff. Second chakra, the sacral chakra. Yeah, that's more tied with you guys, the sacral chakra, the house of creativity and passion and that life driving force in general. But anyway, I want to get all the cards out first. Let me move those out of the way as well, and then we'll get into them one by one. Okay, let's see what is being purified or healed within you. What is being purified or healed within Aries? The Garden and the Gate. Wow. Okay. So some form of trepidation, maybe. Financial constraints. Okay. Yeah, I see what this is going, where this is going. Yeah. I feel very strong career and work-life situation with this. Maybe venturing forward into the unknown, especially if you have been quote-unquote stuck at your job or in your career area for a very long time, and you've maybe been dreading changing it or venturing out into some new areas, even though you maybe feel somewhat fed up with the current situation, especially with the financial constraints being the underlying energy. I do feel that, yeah, it looks as though you are going to be moving towards a new, either a new job in your existing company or in your existing area of career, or you're going to be venturing into a whole new field. So take it as it resonates. But yeah, this feels very much work and career tied to me. But also, let's see what is being strengthened in you. What is being strengthened in Aries? What is being strengthened in Aries? Ooh, strategy. Yeah, wow. Wow. And the second chakra is still at the the underlying energy of the reading. Okay, so wow. I just also want to point out that we have 2 3s coming out already. So you have some numerological synchronicity let me just kind of feel my way around these cards for a second, and then we'll get into them more specifically. Okay, actually I don't need as much time as I thought. So with the second chakra being the underlying energy, this for me is like the underlying energy for the whole reading for you guys. And it also came out for your main driving force, so I'm actually not surprised that this is the underlying energy for the whole reading. So as I said, the second chakra is very much connected to your creativity. It's connected to that passion, that drive within you that makes you want to express yourself, that makes you want to create something, right? Whether it be any form of art, whether it be any form of verbally expressing yourself somehow, whatever it is for you, it has all to do with the sacral chakra. So again, as it is the passionate driving force, I do feel a strong like work theme coming out for you overall, especially looking at the strategy card here as well. But starting with the goddess of the moon, as I said, this is very watery, very like Cancerian, very intuitive, very feminine, very mystical, that kind of energy. So it's like you are trying to dig deep within you to get some answers, because it seems that you are trying to change something up in your life. It's it feels like you are wanting to, as I said, go to some new experiences, head out into some area that you haven't been in before. And I do feel very strongly, as I said, that this has to do with your career. This has to do with your passion, your calling, how it is that you want to express yourself, especially creatively, right? And I do feel that it's something that you want to kind of make a kind of like a living out of for yourself as well. It's like you want to connect these two, if you haven't done that already. For some of you, you have, but you might just be feeling somewhat like stuck, or that your growth has been stifled somewhat. So you might be just like expanding or somewhat venturing out of the beaten path and exploring the new that way. But for others of you, I definitely feel that this is going to be like a whole new experience for you, where maybe in the past or up to this point, you have been doing something work-wise that maybe has been okay, but it hasn't been something that actually speaks to you on your soul level. It hasn't been something that you feel really called to do. So that seems to be at the forefront of things for you guys now. Especially with the goddess of the moon, as I said, this is a very deep diving energy. This is very much tapping into your intuition, tapping into your inner guidance, inner wisdom, doing a lot of meditation, doing a lot of kind of tuning out of the external realm and trying to find the peace, the quiet, and the knowing within you. Trying to find a bigger meaning, trying to find a bigger purpose. Again, whether it be like for your life in general, or whether it be some form of like new expansive path, just so that you could grow within your current situation. So take it as it resonates. But it is, in any case, a very, very deep diving energy trying to get some clarity and find some answers. And now with the garden and the gate, as I said, this is something that is being purified or healed within you, right? So it looks as though this fear or feeling held back or somewhat maybe apprehensive about exploring out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out into unfamiliar circumstances, that seems to be something that is being healed, something that is something that you're going to be working through with this, the garden and the gate. Because as I said, this feels very much like work related to me. And even if you look at this card, it's very safe, and it's okay. Like you are being looked out for, you have what you need, you are most likely you're doing very okay. I don't see you struggling, even though the underlying energy was financial constraints. I also feel that it's just that you could have so much more than what you have right now, but I don't see you necessarily like actually struggling very heavily. I see you getting by and being okay, you know, paying the bills and having enough money to enjoy yourself as well. But yeah, I feel that there's something more for you. And I don't actually even, I actually even kind of get the sense that money is not the issue here. That it's more so, again, tying back to that second chakra, it's more so connected to what is your passion, what you feel called to do, what is your true purpose, right? What it is that you really, really, really want to do. Yeah, it looks as though you're going to venture off to some new area when it comes to your work. And now lastly, we have strategy, which is what is being strengthened within you. And I do feel with that this is where you're going to get some kind of vision or get some kind of clarity on how exactly you should proceed, or what it is that you should try next, even if it's just something that kind of like randomly pops into your head. Maybe it's a place, maybe it's some kind of movie, maybe it's some kind of book, whatever it is. I feel like you're going to get some form of like inspiration that is going to spark something within you, that is going to give you this answer that you are looking for, and it's going to kind of give you kind of like a starting point to where it is that you want to go. And you're going to kind of just take steps very deliberately, creating this plan, creating this vision, this strategy for yourself to get to where it is that you want to go. So this feels a very like cohesive, a very well-rounded story for you. So it's very exciting. And yeah, I actually kind of, I'm getting a deja vu somewhat, because I feel like in not last week's reading, but the week before that, when we did the more grounded energies, I feel like you got several cards speaking of like new inspiration and some kind of new opportunities coming your way. So yeah, it feels very strongly that this kind of passion and yeah, like creative expression, that kind of thing, is very much at the forefront for you guys still. But anyway, we're going to get into the tarot now. We're going to get into the Light Seers Tarot, and we're going to see some more details about these energies. So what I want to start first with is the Goddess of the Moon. Let me try and kind of make some more room here. And I want to see why this is the main driving force for you. Even though, as I said, I kind of get a very like cohesive story. Let's see if we can get any additional information for you guys. Why is the Goddess of the Moon? Oh, I'm gonna take this one. Too many of these. Okay. Right. Yeah, one more. Why is the Goddess of the Moon the main driving force for Aries? Yeah. That you have the Four of Swords with the Sun in reverse. Oh, and Death, Rebirth at the bottom. So yeah, I do feel like there's some form of change that is very much overdue for you guys. There's some form of shift. And I think you feel that stagnancy very much within you. And I don't necessarily get a restless feeling, but I just get a feeling that you realize that you want something new, but because you don't exactly know what that new is, or you don't have it all figured out for yourself yet. Plus, I mean, it's scary just leaving behind everything that you know and everything that is safe and familiar for something that you have no idea is like how it's going to turn out. I absolutely understand that fear. And I feel like that's kind of what's also somewhat like stopping you, or somewhat keeping you from hearing those answers that you are trying to seek within you. But I also feel that because this is the main driving force for you, and this is the thing that is going to be healed. So I do feel that this energy is going to overpower this fearsome energy. So you are going to find those answers. But yeah, as I said, these cards are just kind of clarifying for me that the reason this is your main driving force is because you're trying to, again, this is actually like a lot of the times this is the card of meditation and actually tuning out, right? You are trying to seek some answers to find that spark within you again, because I feel that it is somewhat lost within your current situation. And I kind of mean it like, it happens with everyone, right? It happens with every single thing, every single aspect within our lives. If you do something for long enough, and you get into a very steady routine where it just starts repeating itself day in and day out, you are going to lose the enthusiasm and the excitement about it. So some form of like some form of shift and change needs to take place all the time. And with the Death card being in reverse here, I do feel that there is some form of energy that is being stagnant, that is not moving, that a change that needs to take place and needs to happen, this shift is not happening right now. So yeah, the deep dive is very much tied to you trying to figure out what the answer is to resolving this feeling of discontent. Or yeah, I feel discontent is actually probably the best word to use, because it's not unhappiness, it's just that you are trying to find something more. You're trying to do something else because you've already done this, and now you kind of need to progress somewhere. But let's look at the Garden and the Gate. I'm very interested to see how this energy is going to be healed for you. So please show me how the Garden and the Gate is going to be healed for Aries. How is it going to be healed for Aries? Oh, the Empress. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness, and the Star. Okay. Wow, very hard-hitting energies with the Major Arcana. Very, very powerful energy. One more though, please. How is the Garden and the Gate? Oh, stop it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, we have two cards. Sorry, didn't even see that. Well, I'm gonna take them because, well, they did come out together, so they clearly have to be together. So we have the Empress, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Two of Cups. And the underlying energy is the Two of Wands. Again, you have some synchronistic numbers coming through. Again, the Empress being number 3, so tying in with these two oracle cards as well. And we have 2 2s come out now. So yeah, you might want to pay attention to synchronistic numbers popping up for you. So I actually feel with the Empress, because this card is very much like, it's kind of tied with the second chakra card over here. It's kind of tied with the Goddess of the Moon somewhat as well, because this is like the divine feminine energy, the Empress card. This is creating abundance. This is birthing new energies and new creations into the world. And I mean, it's Venusian. It's a very it's a Venusian card, so it's very much tied to beauty and luxury and just everything that is very, very powerful and creative and feminine. And again, this is not a gender specific reading, so if you are a male, this still applies to you. So we're just talking about energies. And what I'm feeling with this is that the answers that you are seeking, as I said, I feel that this energy is going to overpower this fearsome energy, which is very much being clarified by the Empress here. And again, if you remember, the underlying energy for the Empress was the Star. So the Star is like regaining hope, your kind of wishes coming true, or what you are hoping to achieve is going to happen. And with the Empress as well, I do feel that the answers that you are seeking, they are going to come to you. And when they do, you're going to be able to express yourself, create all these beautiful things that you're meant to create. And it's just going to kind of come more naturally, more easily to you without you having to think about it too much. And now with these two cards coming out here, what I'm feeling is that one of the main issues to bear in mind is that when you are looking out towards the future and looking out towards all of the possibilities that are there for you, which is kind of like the Two of Wands energy as well, I very much feel that you kind of need to go off of what makes you feel good, what fulfills you emotionally speaking, rather than what is promising you a lot of money. So that's one thing to bear in mind, is to follow your heart, not the money. But I also feel that you might be getting some help, someone coming to help you with this Two of Cups energy here, so that you don't have to do this all by yourself. I do feel some form of support, which is going to, again, kind of encourage you and make it easier for you to venture out and try this new job, or try a whole new career path, however it resonates for you. But in any case, I do see you coming into a lot of confidence and a lot of self-assured, very knowing, very, very wise, and very determined energy, which is going to open up like everything for you. Basically, you can do whatever you set your mind to. That's the energy that I'm getting with this. And with the Two of Cups, you are definitely going to be supported through this transition. But looking at the strategy as well, what I want to see is what this will allow you to do. Let me kind of move those again. So what will this strategy energy allow Aries to do? What will the strategy energy allow Aries to do? Oh, interesting. We have the Three of Swords. Oh, and Strength at the bottom. Okay. One more, please. What will the strategy energy allow Aries to do? You want so many cards. Okay. I'll take those. Oh, and the Six of Swords. We have forward movement, guys. Very exciting stuff. So we have the Three of Swords, which is another 3, by the way. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have the Hanged Man, which is again 12, reducing down to number 3. So a lot of 3s coming out for you. So please, guys, just pay attention to synchronistic numbers that may be appearing around you, especially if it's like 333 or 222. Just keep your eyes out for those, because there may be clues in there for you. But yeah, with this strategy, with you getting to your vision, or getting a better understanding of how the best way to move forward would be, what you kind of need to do, what the next steps for you are, I do feel that you're going to kind of liberate yourself from these restrictions. And I also, with this, I feel that you're going to set your heart free, because yeah, this is very limiting. This is very much an energy that holds you back, that doesn't allow your heart to soar and to be free and to enjoy life the way it wants to. And with the Queen of Pentacles, this is like, I love that you are getting the Queen of Pentacles specifically and not any other queen, because this is very much, again, just a confirmation for me that this is something to do with your work, something to do with your material security and your abundance. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, she is very much abundant. She's very much secure and she's very much self-reliant. It's actually very similar to the Empress energy. Out of all the queens, I'd say the Queen of Pentacles is the closest to the Empress, even though the Empress actually embodies all queens. In the Minor Arcana, the Queen of Pentacles is the closest to the Empress energy, at least in my opinion. So this is the kind of energy that you are getting into. This is the energy that you're coming into, where you are just very, very powerful and you are very confident and very secure within yourself, within your situation, within your material circumstances as well. Because again, this is the Pentacle suit, earth element, tangible, real, material. So yeah, this is kind of allowing you to set yourself free, where you feel extremely content doing what it is that you're doing because you are in your element. And again, your heart is able to express itself freely. And also, you're able to secure yourself. You're able to create this garden that you are in now, but that might feel somewhat limiting and somewhat boring, if we are completely honest. Then this is a whole other garden, a more abundant garden, and a garden where you feel happy. And it's even funny that on this image, the girl is looking out and she has a very longing look on her face. And on the Queen of Pentacles, she's just so good where she is that she doesn't need anything else. So I very much love that very powerful and very secure energy that is coming off of this Queen of Pentacles card. But then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Hanged Man. And again, with these two cards coming out, I feel that with this strategy, you are going to be able to kind of get a whole other way of looking at things, but especially looking at your creative expression, looking at how you maybe haven't expressed yourself freely in the past, or how you have maybe somewhat held yourself back, held your imagination back, held the grand vision for yourself back, regarding what it is that you could have, how it is that you could do things, how it is that you could express yourself. There's very much like limitation and suppression with this Ace of Wands in reverse. Maybe even somewhat having a loss of vision, or okay, that came out wrong. What I mean by that, it's kind of like metaphorical when I say loss of vision. Saying that you can't really tell which way you should go. You don't have a very clear understanding and a very clear overview of what is sparked within you, or what you feel called to do. So with the Hanged Man, I see you coming into this clarity and this very, very specific knowing of what it is that you want to do, and how, again, with the strategy, how to approach this, right? And again, with the Six of Swords being the underlying energy, I do see you moving forward. I do see you venturing into some new experiences and taking with you what it is that you've learned from your past experiences, but also broadening your mind even more so, and opening yourself up to even more abundance. So I mean, honestly, guys, you have some really, really positive cards come out, and I think I'm going to leave you there. And I'm really glad that you watched this reading with me. If you're still here, thank you so very much. I sincerely hope that this reading helped you and that it gave you something useful. If this was your story, if you resonated with this, if you are in the midst of trying to figure out a clear path for you or a next step for yourself, then I do see you coming into that knowledge, into that awareness, and taking those steps to move forward and to fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your vision. And it's beautiful. It really, truly is. So yeah, that's it. Thank you again so much. I am sending you guys so much love and light. If this was your story and if you did get something useful from this reading, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. It would let me know that I've been of use to you guys. And yeah, also, if you haven't already, but if you did enjoy my energy and my style of readings that I do, then don't forget to subscribe as well, so that you wouldn't miss out on the future readings that I do for you guys. And yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon in my next reading. Take care. Bye bye.